The new record, the Rebirth record, and it really is. It's the best that I think you've done. And why did you call it National Throat? I mean, that could have any meaning. What is that? Explain that to us.
I was reading David Byrne's book, How Music is Made, how to make music, how music works. Mm-hmm. And he mentioned this article of a gentleman in 1906 complaining about the gramophone and how this new technology is going to destroy our national throat. And I was in the midst of getting ready to go and record. And I was like, that is the title of my next record, because no matter what happens, gramophone, CDs, vinyl, Elvis, dubstep, MP3s, Napster, a songwriter is going to write songs. And everyone needs music, whether they know it now or not. And the national throat will continue.
How do you see the evolution of this record? To me, it seems like you really found your voice on this record. It's different than anything you've done before.
They all feel different. Technically, approaching it like that 8-day lockout. Some songs where I knew what I wanted to happen, we would go in, we record during the day, but then every night I would say, okay, here's 3 that I haven't really played to you guys that I want to do, and we would put the live mics up in the live room at midnight, press record, and the 3 of us would just play for 3 hours. Wake up in the morning, all right, what did we do to that song last night? Out of the 4 or 5 passes that we got through, pick which one really nailed it, and that would be our direction for the day on that song.
There's a very personal song on this called Higher Education. And you talk a little bit about, maybe some mentors that you've had. And it is a climactic verse. I learned to die from a good woman who died with her head held high in the wind. And when my time comes and the light's going to leave my eyes, it's the love that I find that's going to ease that sting. Is that the most personal song you think you've ever done? I mean, it hit me like, right out of the blue.
They're all personal to me. Anyone who's gone knows more than we do. Mm-hmm. And they've done something braver than any of us have ever done. So, that.
Look Out Johnny, where you say, that's what I get for trusting thieves and their loaded dice. I mean, there's some veiled anger in there. I'm assuming that's not a love song.
Look Out Johnny, I think like a lot of people have this residual anger over any kind of corporation or company or entity that doesn't have any accountability, and we got through a long period where, bankers and people with a lot of money get away with a lot more than people who don't. It's the same story of being in a large label that can sign 50 artists and work for 1, and the other 49 are tax write-offs. Mm-hmm. I'm usually more drawn artistically to those other 49 because there's something more interesting going on that you just can't pop on the radio and fulfill the quota that you need to for investors.
What would you be doing if you weren't a musician? Where would we be seeing you?
I just want to write songs, record them, and play them. People are going to sing along. And that is the confusing part about making a living in this. Because you're expected to be famous. You're judged by how many views you have, what album, what magazine cover you've been on, how many times you've been on TV, whether you sound like someone who just sang on a contest that is marketing for artists who already exist, instead of by the merits of exactly what you do. But you know what? I'm sitting here with Steve Morris right now, 10 years in. So, it's the only thing what do you want me to do? And there's so many great new ideas in the business that I love and that just are far more fulfilling for being an artist. Not for being a millionaire, but for being an artist. And maybe artists being millionaires and us judging art by who's on the cover of what was the anomaly. And we all need to learn how to listen to music and judge art on its own merits individually.
Very well. Very well put.